Investigators from the United States and Jamaica have been examining the wreckage of Flight 331 here behind me throughout the day. They've found one of the black boxes. They're still looking for the second. They know this much about this flight. It was a bumpy ride throughout and ended with one violent thud.
Landing in heavy rain, American Airlines Flight 331 slammed down and skidded off the end of the Kingston, Jamaica airport runway.
We just felt a big crash. All the lights went off and we felt the big impact, and we realized that the plane had crashed. And we were out, we scrambled out because we tried to we didn't know if it was going to explode, so we tried to get out as quickly as possible.
The plane crashed through a retaining fence and broke apart.
I heard this humongous boom. The plane actually disintegrated to me, broke in half right in row 13.
Of the 148 passengers and 6 crew members on board, 76 were U.S. citizens. Of those, at least 40 were taken to local hospitals with minor injuries. 4 Americans were in serious condition. No one died.
None of the injuries appear to be life-threatening at this point.
Flight 331 started at Washington's Reagan National Airport before stopping over in Miami. It left Miami at 8:52 p.m. Eastern Time, experiencing heavy turbulence in flight, then landing with one final thud, hitting the runway at Jamaica's Norman Manley Airport at 10:22 p.m. Passengers said the plane hit runway 12 at a high speed and touched down hard. It slid off the runway, cracking into 3 parts, and ended up about 15 feet from the Caribbean Sea.
It overshot the runway, left the airport and went into the sand.
American investigators have arrived to assist the Jamaican authorities. U.S. authorities will bring the plane's flight data recorder, one of its black boxes, back to Washington to try to figure out what happened.
One of the questions is how fast were they going? How far down the runway did they first touch down? Were there pools of water on the runway?
Investigators will also look for evidence of wind shear, check the jet's braking systems, and review the pilot's actions. But Jim Tillman, a former American Airlines pilot, says severe weather alone should not have been a problem for the 8-year-old Boeing 737.
And investigators are still working here in the dark in Kingston, Jamaica. They are trying to free the second black box, the cockpit voice recorder. That will allow them to actually hear what the pilots were saying in the final moments of Flight 331 and as it actually crash landed here in Jamaica, helping them to better understand why this happened. Katie?
And Kelly, were the weather conditions in Jamaica unusual last night?
Not particularly. This island gets thunderstorms and heavy rain quite often, and experts say it shouldn't be a problem for a pilot to land in those kinds of conditions.
All right. Kelly Kobaya in Kingston, Jamaica tonight. Thank you so much.